With me today is Shirish Kaulgud, corporate trainer and training director, BNI East and North. Shirish, welcome to Candid with Karl.
Thank you. It's pleasure to be with you, Karl.
You're welcome. And let me start, Shirish, by taking you back with your earliest memory. Where were you born and raised?
Yes, I was born in Berlin.
In Berlin? Wow.
A lot of people don't know that.
Right.
And I don't look the kind
Right.
also.
Is your second name Wolfgang by any chance, being German?
No. My father was a scientist
Right.
and he was there for postdoctoral research.
Right.
My mom joined him and that's how
And how far back was this?
This was in 1964.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
62 now.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you were born and raised in Germany, is it?
Not raised.
Huh.
I was about 2.5 years old when we all came back.
Okay.
And in
Dad
Pune-
got posted back to India? Or
yes.
he chose to come back?
I mean, he finished his research
Right.
and he came back to India and then he searched for a job
Oh, I see. Okay.
earlier in Pune University and
Right.
then he got a good post in Nagpur University.
Wow.
So we all went to Nagpur.
Right. The center of India.
So my schooling
Right.
till 12th was in Nagpur.
In Nagpur.
Yeah.
And is that also where you met your wife to be?
No.
Oh.
Nagpur, I was, when I left Nagpur, I was just in 12th standard.
Correct.
Too young and too naive to meet any girl.
Right. That's the time when studies were paramount.
Yes.
Right. Right. And then when did you move to Pune?
I came to Pune after 12 for my graduation.
Right.
I did my post-graduation here in Ferguson College.
Right.
And this college actually shaped a lot of things for me in terms of my career path, my personality, my hobbies, my interests. All that was, I credit to
Heightened
Ferguson College.
Back
Yeah.
to Ferguson. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there is the famous Ferguson College and FC Road. So, which road finally did you meet a lady who eventually became your wife?
I met a lot of girls.
Right.
None of them agreed to marry me. So finally, I had to rely on my parents to find a girl for me.
Right, right.
And that's how I met my wife, Madhuri.
What's her name?
Madhuri.
Madhuri, okay. Right.
And she always says that, you married me because my name was Madhuri because I was and still am Madhuri Dixit's fan.
Wow, wow.
But
So-
that's not true.
So that's when Ek Do Teen happened in your life.
Ek do tin happened in my life,
Okay,
yes.
wonderful. When and how soon did your daughter arrive after the marriage?
Less than a year.
Oh,
So we celebrated our first anniversary with our daughter.
I see. Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
She was about 13 days old then
Right,
on the first,
on the first anniversary.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's called bringing life when you want it the most.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
What's your daughter's name and tell us about her?
She's Ria,
Right.
born in 97.
Mm-hmm.
She did her MA in psychology
Right.
from Pune.
Right.
Right now, she's pursuing MS
Right.
in public health from one of the most celebrated university, John Hopkins University,
In Baltimore.
which is Baltimore,
Wow.
Maryland.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That means you're a very proud father.
absolutely. You bet.
And I can see the light on your face.
I just can't tell you how happy I am about she being in that university.
Correct. No, John Hopkins is a celebrated university which
Correct.
people die to get into
Correct.
and then die to graduate from.
Correct.
But if she's got into medicine,
Yeah.
what is the medicine her dad survives by?
Oh, she's not into medicine. She's into public health.
Public health. Oh, I see.
Or rather
Okay.
mental health, I would
Right,
say.
Right.
But I survive on people, talking to people,
Right. And improving their mental health.
and improving their mental health. Very rightly said.
Right.
And music.
Oh, music.
Yeah.
Okay, so the music we'll come to a little later.
Yeah.
But you are known as one of the best trainers, at least in Pune. So how did this training bug bite you? And let me ask you, Shirish, what profession were you in before this?
Well, I don't really know whether what you said first is right or not.
Right.
Best trainer in Pune. It's probably too early to say that.
Right.
Would like to go there once.
Excellent. Right.
But I am a postgraduate in electronics. So
Right.
my first job was in electronics field
Mhm.
in the R&D section. My boss told me, you are not so good at electronics, but you are better at speaking.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
why don't we get you into techno sales,
Right.
techno commercial activity?
Correct. Where you
And-
interact with customers more.
Correct.
Right.
And that's how I got into marketing.
Mhm.
About 6 years, I worked for 2-3 companies.
Right.
And that's where I decided I have to start my on
That
my
sales
own.
is your calling. is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
My-
sorry, training is your calling.
No, sales was my career that
Correct.
time.
No, I said then you stumbled and said, let me then make training something more part of.
Much later,
Right, right.
because my last job was in computer hardware,
Right.
and that's where I started my business
Right.
in computer hardware sales and service.
And how long did your business
So
go on for?
93 till 2012, I was completely into IT.
Correct.
Never thought of training at all.
Okay.
And I was into services, inclined towards services more rather than trading.
Right.
I was
Right.
not a good trader, but I was a
Okay.
better solution provider.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I thought my people were not giving that kind of value to my customers as I had envisaged them
Right.
to.
Right.
So I started training them in my office. कि यार इनको हम upgrade करते हैं.
Hmm.
Every month I used to have a training program for them, 1 hour training,
Right.
and that showed results. So
Wonderful.
people around me said, कि, what has happened? Why have your people suddenly improved so much?
Hmm.
And I said, I've been training them.
Wow. Wow.
And they said, why don't you do it with our people also?
Right.
And that's why I thought, I'm able to add value to companies and people.
Correct.
Why can't I continue doing that?
Wow. Wow. So that was the genesis of your idea to become a trainer.
Right.
Shirish, it's so strange to me. I mean, I value and I believe a lot in mentorship, which comes essentially from training.
Right.
And that's what makes you great at mentoring, training essentially.
Correct.
But there's a line that says, those who can do, those who can't train. And it's very sad because, it's only when you can do very well that you can train even more effectively. What's your take?
You're absolutely right, because you have to be, number one, whatever you preach,
Mhm.
you ought to be good at.
Correct.
That is the first thing.
Right.
So if I'm training someone on communication,
Mhm.
I have better improve my communication.
Absolutely.
And I worked a lot on that because I was actually bad at it to start with.
Are you serious?
I mean, I started learning English
Right.
after my graduation,
Oh, I see. Wow.
you know.
Wow.
So worked on it, and
Correct.
that's why I can tell someone,
Right.
you know what, it's possible.
Right. Oh,
You
wonderful.
work on it and it's possible.
Wonderful.
If
Wonderful.
I can do it, you can also do it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's the reason why I think
Shirish, to go forward with what you're saying, sadly, people today believe, at least in India, that good communication necessitates good English, which isn't the case because you need to speak well in whatever language that you do.
Right. So good communication or communication skill is not about speaking good in English.
Correct.
In fact, that's where I say a lot of people think I speak good English.
Right.
I don't need to learn communication, but they're wrong.
Just repeat that line. Brilliant
So
line.
if they say that I'm good at communication, and that's why I don't need to learn communication.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they forget that
Yes.
there are so many people from the rural areas
Correct.
who probably are not good at language,
Right.
any language, but they land up communicating so well.
So what you're saying is an effective communicator doesn't necessarily need to speak good English.
Absolutely not. In fact, English is not a language.
Right. It isn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, I now believe that you must be good at least one language.
Correct.
Maybe your mother tongue.
Yes.
And if you're in business, it's kind of necessary to be good at English also. And why not take some efforts to be reasonably good at English also?
Correct. Which brings me, Shirish, since you are such an effective trainer, what do you think are 2 or 3 essentials that a trainer must have?
The trainer firstly has to have complete control over the content.
Correct.
Number 2, understanding of the audience, because audience keeps on changing.
That's right.
And you cannot repeat the same training and the same delivery for every audience.
Right.
So you have to tailor make your delivery as per the audience and the kind of audience that you have.
Right.
You got to be excellent at delivery of the training, and whether it's 1 hour training or a 5 hour or sometimes I deliver even 7 hours
Day.
training.
Yes. Yes.
You have to be absolutely engaging to the audience,
Right.
and a lot of things you have to bring it to your training
Yeah.
in engaging the audience, which include the voice modulation, the body language,
Right.
the eye contact, and most importantly, humor.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
that's something that people, look,
Miss out on, yes.
they will probably look forward to, when is the next joke or, humor
Fantastic.
coming in, so
So humor,
that's
laughter.
what keeps the audience live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And to me, humor drives life. If you ask me what is the essence of life, is humor.
Humor.
Because it's only when you can look on things on the lighter side
Yeah.
that life actually gets more enhanced.
Right.
But Shirish, tell me, you would have experienced a lot of good and bad in training. Can you think of any one incident that, or maybe a couple of incidents that you want to highlight at this time?
What kind of incidences you want? Good and
Specifically regarding training.
So I'll tell you that I did a training for an insurance company.
Right.
Now, insurance is not my subject.
Correct.
I had to research a lot on insurance.
Right.
And the people who actually saw my background as this trainer probably cannot add value to us.
Right.
And what I did was I made them talk a lot and understood what their pain points are,
Right.
and changed almost 50% of the content that I had made
Oh, I see.
to make it relevant to them.
Okay.
And at the end of the training,
Subsequent to you knowing the audience.
correct.
Right.
So they said, have you been in insurance business before?
Oh.
And I said, no, but probably I learned a little bit of your
Wow,
tricks
wow.
of trade
Wow.
from you.
And Shirish, on this point about insurance, where you talk about people's life, one thing you probably didn't highlight enough
Yeah.
was fitness. You look supremely fit. And when you do a 7 or 8 hour training,
Yeah.
I think fitness is a very key element to life. What do you feel?
Yes, if you're not fit, you'll not survive 7-8 hours of training for sure. You just stand,
Right.
and a lot of energy is required when
And you need to look alive at all times.
with expression when you deliver.
Yes.
You need a lot of energy and stamina also.
Correct.
And I think one is I have to thank my parents to give me
The
good genes.
Right.
And then, of course, you have to work on yourself.
Right.
You can't say, okay, my parents have given me good genes, so I can eat anything and I can do anything.
Yes.
I think you have to take care of your health
Right.
before there is any problem with your health.
But Shirish, you talked of good genes, and subsequently, it's only when you take care of your Levi's genes that you can actually get someplace. Because
Very true.
wearing jeans, necessitates being relatively slim.
Very true. Very true.
You told me a fantastic line earlier. When you talked about training,
Yeah.
and why training is essentially or the essence of life. What do you feel?
So when we have a certain education system.
Correct.
Now, sadly, unfortunately, our education system does not cover most essential skill sets and knowledge required to succeed in a career.
Correct.
So we need to learn them post our education and while we are working on
Correct.
the job.
Right.
And that's the reason the training is required. Then number 2, the training has to be structured also, and
Right.
we have to see what is required.
Right.
I think I love this line that it's said in Marathi, but I'll translate
Please.
that in English.
Please.
That human being is a lifelong learner,
Right.
no matter what you do.
Mhm.
So you have to keep on learning,
Correct.
and that's the reason why trainers like us come into the picture,
Right.
and we have to make sure that something that they missed out in college,
Yeah.
and which can be a stumbling block for them in their growth in the career, we have to give them. And that's what I've
But
been trying to
Shirish,
do.
there's when you say fitness, it also interacts or enmeshes itself with wellness. And I remember a line that you used
Yeah.
at a training program. Do you recall something to do with wellness?
Which one?
I can't recall which one, but it was a beautiful line that you said. Pertaining to wellness and
Alright.
your well-being of a person. I'll tell you. I remember a wellness coach once who mentioned, that you need to be fit in your life,
Yeah.
and you need to take these certain medication, or that I will recommend.
Okay.
And when people say, yeah, but why should we ingest this kind of food?
Yeah.
He said, because what I recommend today will be prescribed tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
And that was a beautiful line. It stayed with me. And sometimes you need to understand something about being fit today.
Correct.
The essence of being fit
Correct.
today
Correct.
is, most people say, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I think that is what there was a line, beautiful line I recall you using yourself sometime, but maybe it'll come to you.
Well, I'm not recollecting it right now.
But what is your take on wellness?
See, I think wellness is the physical fitness
Correct.
and the mental fitness.
Correct.
And a lot of mental fitness come from the way you think,
Right.
the way you interact with people.
Mhm.
So, if you're bitter with people,
Right.
it will increase stress.
It's a bitter pill to swallow.
And my wife is a therapist,
I see.
she's
Oh,
a
okay.
wellness therapist. I mean, she's a therapist.
Right.
So I know that stress is the mother of most of the illnesses, and in fact, even physical illness.
Right.
Acidity comes from stress. Everything comes from stress.
So do you, when you get home in the evenings, indulge in dialogue, or do you get a dose of therapy?
Well, that's a very tricky question because, fortunately, unfortunately, my wife is going to watch this episode someday.
Correct.
So I have to be very careful
Very
in what I
careful.
say.
But I'll tell you, Shirish, most wives do out therapy even when they're not therapists.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
yeah. But
They say, जो घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर.
correct.
So no matter what I say, she's going to say, "Oh, this is what you said in the
Yes,
podcast.
yes.
Now let me look at you."
And that invariably is a wife's prerogative.
Absolutely.
But let's get to something that is very close to my heart.
Yeah.
And I believe drove you some years back. Music.
Oh yes.
How did that happen?
Well, that has been happening to me ever since मैंने होश संभाले है.
Right.
My parents were very big Indian classical music fans.
Right.
And they introduced me, my sister, both of us in a very young age, because we were, too young to be left at home.
Correct.
They used to take us to classical music concerts.
Okay.
And whether like it or not, we used to listen to it.
Correct.
And slowly it started catching up on my mind.
Right.
My sister also, she learns classical music even now.
Right.
And that got cultivated more again when I went to college, where I met some friends,
Correct.
like, what do you say?
It's something
Birds
general.
of the same feather flock together.
Yes.
So we all connected, and
Right.
I was secretary of cultural organization.
And if I'm not wrong, you became part of this very famous band called The Strangers.
Yes, I part in the sense in the initial stages,
Right.
because they became very big, and
Right.
then I was not a part of them.
Correct.
But we started a program under this Avishkar, half-time Hindi old classics and half-time retro rock numbers.
Oh, I see.
And that's where our common friend Nico I met.
Nico Francis.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sadly he passed away recently.
Yes.
Right. But fantastic human and really gifted,
Absolutely.
more than gifted drummer. I would say he was a fantastic MC.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So that's how we had our first program,
Correct.
and they thought
And did you eventually sing with The Strangers?
I sang a couple of
Okay.
Hindi numbers in that program.
Right.
And the strangers were not strangers then. They were known people then. But they said, okay, let's start a rock band because this seems to be working.
Correct.
And they formed a full-fledged rock band.
Correct.
We have a very famous painter, Milind Mulik, who was the
Right.
guitarist there.
Right.
Nico, Anil Purohit, and
Correct.
Vijay Joshi and all.
Wow.
All those
And
people.
I heard Vijay, and his vocal cords still sound the same. I heard him recently. He was doing
Absolutely.
a couple
Yeah.
of Deep Purple numbers like
Yeah,
Highway
yeah.
Star and Smoke on the Water. And he
He's-
still sounded as good as
He
he
is
did.
phenomenal.
Right.
He's phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah.
But most people don't even know that you're very proficient at the mouth organ.
I play the mouth organ.
Right.
I don't know about the proficiency part of it.
Right.
One of my friend wanted to buy a mouth organ for his brother
Correct.
for 50 rupees.
Uh-huh.
And I just tried it in the shop.
Right.
And I sounded good, apparently.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He said, Shirish, you should also have one.
Right.
So he lent me 50 rupees, which I return in 10 rupees per month basis.
Okay.
And started playing at home. I didn't learn it from anyone.
Mhm.
But then eventually, about 2015, I got into a group called Royal Harmonica Club,
Okay.
where my good friend and very senior friend, who's a mouth organ guru,
Right.
he helped me a lot go to a higher level in playing.
Right.
And I have ever since kept in touch with the instrument and pursue that as a hobby. Sometimes
Wow.
even give programs, 1.5 hour programs.
Wow.
And that's what I do.
Fantastic. Passion
Yeah.
should drive most of us.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. And passion leads to something beyond work, your extracurricular.
Yeah.
Now, in your case, it was music.
Yes.
Shirish, my question is, how important is passion in life? And I'm not talking the traditional passion for a girl or a boy.
Mhm.
I'm talking about your life's passions, sometimes other than your profession,
I personally believe, I don't know whether I'm right or not,
right?
everyone should have a hobby which is their passion.
Yes.
It could be anything.
Correct.
Music, trekking,
Right.
games, sports, reading.
Yeah. Something that drives you beyond work.
Absolutely. But
Right.
you should be passionate about it.
Correct.
When you have a passion about something, that helps your profession a lot.
Yes.
I've found that people who are into 100% into just profession or career
Right.
actually do not go beyond a certain level in their profession.
Right.
But this passion, extracurricular activity as a
Right.
hobby keeps your mind, body fresh, and you do actually better in your profession. That's what I believe.
Absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And talking about your profession, marrying or driving your passion driving your profession, you're part of BNI, and you've been there as a very senior, revered member for a long time. Tell me your journey there, Shirish.
Well, at 50, someone approached me. This is organization, and I went there as a visitor.
Right.
I heard the education slot, which is a 5-minute slot by Bharat Daga, who's the ED, Executive Director.
Right.
And honestly, that education slot made me feel, I should be a part of this
Drove you to
organization.
becoming a member.
Yes.
Wow.
And then I joined BNI. 1.5 year I was a member. I was on the leadership team of my own chapter, Excellence.
Right.
Then I approached our executive directors, Atul and Bharat, that I want to. They said, whoever wants to contribute to the regional team are welcome.
Correct.
I offered myself. They
Right.
found, he's a good
efficient
guy.
enough, yes.
Was a support director for some time,
Correct.
and then they thought this guy speaks well.
Mhm.
I was not in the training profession full-fledged at that time, but
Right.
mind well.
Right. Oh,
But then I became a trainer,
correct.
a regional trainer in BNI,
Right.
conducting the first training
Right.
member success program, or the MSP,
MSP, yes.
what they call it. So I've been conducting it for 9 years now.
Wow.
And somehow I started enjoying it, and the participants started enjoying it.
Yes.
So Atul and Bharat said, okay, you better continue.
Right.
And that's how I've been doing it. And
But Shirish, you're very modest because you talked about getting inspired by Bharat Daga's education slot.
yes,
And very recently, somebody asked me, can you, I asked somebody, do you know 3 or 4 senior people in BNI in Pune? And they said, yes, Bharat Daga, Atul Joglekar, and Shirish Kaulgud.
oh really?
And I think, yes. And I'm not just saying this to, boost your ego, but
Yeah.
I think this is where your profession has taken you to levels that your recall value today is extremely, extremely high.
Oh.
And I think, Shirish, always, when you're a trainer and you are imparting, let's say I'm gleaning information from you, essentially my respect for the trainer is manifold. And
Okay.
yeah, and I think honestly today it's a profession that should be lauded, and more people should get into it because that's the only way you can get a cream of the crop.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. So it's a noble profession
Correct.
again, because we have been saying that teaching is a very noble profession.
Yes.
What are trainers? Trainers
Correct.
are teachers,
Teachers, yes.
basically.
Right.
And even very senior and celebrated trainers
Right.
probably eventually are called gurus.
Correct.
So
BNI has this famous line which says V plus C is equal to P, which is visibility plus credibility is equal to profitability, or eventually leads to profitability. What's your take?
so true. I have found that all the principles in BNI have evolved over a period of time, and they've basically got perfected there.
Correct.
So it's so true, and I've been telling all the BNI members who join now that this is a very basic thing,
Right.
but basics are so important.
Right.
If you are seen, out of sight, out of mind.
Correct.
We've been saying it all our life. You have to apply it to your profession in BNI.
Right.
So visibility definitely.
And the more
means-
visible you are,
Yes.
the more credible you can eventually become.
Correct.
Right.
And if you're credible, people would want to work with you,
Right.
which means they will transact with you, which means they'll give you money.
Yes.
So
yes. Which eventually leads to profit.
Profitability.
Fantastic.
Very
Fantastic.
good.
What are a couple of other tenets in BNI that reflect very well in life?
Uh, you have to be very specific about how you communicate your value
Right.
about your business to people. That is
Correct.
something that BNI teaches all the members,
Correct.
whether they stay there or not.
Mhm.
People tend to be very elaborate
Right.
and do not think about whether the other person is still interested in listening to you or
Right.
not.
So they
And-
make brevity the essence.
Yes.
Yes.
So being precise, concise,
Right.
but still be very effective
Correct.
and not holding back any key information.
Right.
That is a skill that you develop in BNI
Mhm.
and which is so useful in your business outside BNI.
Correct.
That
Correct.
is one thing.
Right.
And professionalism.
Hmm.
A lot of people, I mean,
Shirish, I want you to define this word
yeah.
because a lot of people, they misinterpret. What to you is professionalism?
So professionalism means the way you communicate,
Right.
the way you talk to people,
Right.
the way you give promises and stick to it,
And stick to it. Yes.
the way you conduct yourself in terms of your attire, your body language,
Mm.
the way you also give to people.
Right.
You have to give to people also.
Correct.
So these things define professionalism.
Mhm.
And I think that is so important because today people want to deal with people who are professional and not very much talented. So I think professionalism
Yes.
supersedes talent. Is what I think.
There's this brilliant thing even in sport
Yeah.
where they say, "Oh, he's so talented."
Yeah.
But if you don't marry that talent with professionalism,
Yes.
your talent gets wasted.
Absolutely.
Example: Vinod Kambli and Sachin.
Correct.
Like he was fond of saying, I took the stairs, Sachin took the escalator.
Right.
But the sad bit is he wasn't professional enough
Yeah.
to drive his business, which was cricket, like
Absolutely.
Sachin did.
Yeah.
And I think that's the
Another
prime
example, you go to Bollywood or
Right.
Hindi films,
Right.
Amitabh Bachchan versus other so many film stars. I'll not take their names, but
Yes.
I'll take Amitabh's name for sure.
Correct.
He blended his talent, his ability with professionalism.
Correct.
And there's some actors who were probably equally talented but not so professional. And
Went to other vices
they-
which kind of didn't take them to the path that Amitabh
Correct.
eventually landed.
correct. Yeah.
Now, there's another thing which again, Shirish, you being a master trainer,
Yeah.
one of the tenets that's frequently overlooked is this word called recognition.
Okay.
The tenet recognition.
Yeah.
And my business, which is pageantry,
Yeah.
is especially important because my belief again is when you seek to be good
Yeah.
or great at what you do,
Right.
you eventually get recognized.
Yes.
Recognition drives your further growth.
Yes.
I would like you as a trainer to shed some more light on this.
So, recognition means appreciating and acknowledging something good in someone.
Correct.
Number one. So, as a trainer, I will make my participants motivated to learn my content
Right?
if I recognize something small good in them.
Mhm.
So, every person has something good in them.
True.
The participants who are in the class,
Mhm.
everyone has got something good.
Yes.
So, we have to bring that out.
Right.
You are so good at this,
Mhm.
but you can do this
You
better.
can do this better.
Number two, so I have this role plays and in my
In
workshops.
your sessions, yes.
So the first one they really don't do so well, and then I give them inputs, and then the next one they are better.
Right.
And you tell them, okay, wow, that's so good. You've done so better than what you were,
Mhm.
and that's a recognition.
Right.
Again, a recognition where people do something good to you,
Mhm.
they help you, and it's very important to recognize and appreciate and thank them for what they've done
Correct.
because they deserve it.
Wow. Wow.
Not because
I'd like you to again give some more emphasis to this line.
see, you recognize someone thinking that I am recognizing him.
Right.
You're supposed to.
Yes.
Don't
Oh,
forget
yes.
that person deserves it. You must.
You must. Yes. How beautifully put. Because it's only once the recognition comes from within
Yeah.
that same recognition eventually someday come to you.
Yeah, what
People then
goes
start
around
what goes around
comes
comes around.
around.
Super. Super.
BNI,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
again.
And I think when I look at you, how do you see Shirish Kaulgud? What is the essence of Shirish?
I think I don't know about others, but I have evolved a lot. I was not the same all the time.
Right.
So, one good thing probably I attribute to myself is that I constantly keep on learning from people around me.
Wow.
So, the communication or the way someone speaks, I picked up from people, the way people behave. So, I have been associated with classical music.
Correct.
And some of the legendary people I have had close association. To name a few, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasiya, and all. So at that level, the kind of humility and the goodness they had in them, that is something that I picked up. And probably I'm trying to translate that to people around me and trying to, I think the success is not how much money you earn,
Right.
but the success is how good human being you become
Right.
eventually.
Right.
And I'm trying to be successful in
I
that
think you've been
respect.
very modest because a trainer gives. And I think the essence of Shirish Kaulgud is givers gain. Because that is truly what everybody who gets trained by you benefits from.
I hope
And
so.
it's been absolutely fascinating, Shirish, spending time with you and understanding the man beyond the trainer and the musician.
It was so nice to talk to you, Carl. I've been always seeing your pictures with beautiful women, and I'm so happy that you're talking to a man this time.
Right,
But
right.
thank you so much for being here and talking
Warmest
to me.
welcome and thank you ever so much for being candid on Candid with Carl.
Thank you, and
Cheers.
all the best to Candid with Carl.
Cheers.
Thanks.